Okay, so one is where do we start now that you have gone through this? What to do next, right? So we have already talked about karma yoga, jnana yoga, right? Meditation. So much of it is covered already. So let me give you some solid guidance from where you can start practicing. I will send this PDF. Okay. So where do you start, right? So basically, like when you say spiritual sadhana, it is, as you all know, it is karma yoga, dhyana yoga, jnana yoga, right? And all of the three mixed with bhakti, devotion, right? So when we come to karma yoga, now, like, do one of the more of the following. The best way is basically karma yoga, you need to start with dhanam, right? We saw, right? Like you ensure that you give more than what you take in this world. That is a basic of karma yoga. Give more than what you take. And for people like us, giving money is the easiest. Giving time is the toughest, which also we should give. But giving money is the easiest. So we should at least have a habit of giving some money, some donation. So the best way is once in a week, you visit a temple or ashram, pray for the welfare of everyone, and give something like 1,000 rupees as donation. Offer some fruits, flowers, sweets as naivedya. Because these things materially, like you may say, oh, okay, what is there in just offering some 50 rupees worth of flowers? When isn't a 1,000 rupee donation better than that? Yes, materially it is better, but psychologically, uh, 20 rupees worth of flowers or 20 rupees worth of fruits offering to the Lord has a more stronger psychological effect than even giving 1,000 rupees as cash or just transferring it on GPay. Because our brain is still very primitive. Our brain is that of an animal. It understands food, it understands, bowing down, it understands dominance, all those kind of things. So offering flowers and fruits, right, is actually creates a very, very deep psychological impact. So give money, but along with that, it is good to offer flowers and fruits also to the Lord. And as an alternative, if you say no, go every week doing this is difficult, keep one donation box in your puja room. Every Friday, you can pray to the Lord for welfare of everyone and put 1,000 rupees into that. And you can ask every family member to put some money so that they also get into the habit. And monthly once, you can take that money and go and donate it in a temple office. Always when you give money, like it is better to go and give it as a donation in the temple office and get a receipt than putting it into the box anonymously. Because if you put it into the box anonymously, anonymous donations, only 30% will go to the government. Whereas if you go to the temple office and donate, giving your name and, beyond 2,000, if you donate, they'll ask you for your PAN number also. So giving your details, phone number, everything, if you donate, then 100% of that goes to the temple. So wherever possible, like even if any temple has a special queue, like 100 rupees special queue. Now, if you give 100 rupees and go in that special queue, that 100 rupees fully goes to the temple. Whereas the same 100 rupees, if you put into the anonymous donation box, 30 rupees of that will go to the government, only 70 rupees will go to the temple. So whichever temple, wherever there is some special darshan, and because to the temple, it doesn't cost much to arrange for a special darshan for some donation. But then when the temple collects money for a purpose, gives a receipt, uh, the entire money goes to the temple, and otherwise 30% goes to the government. So wherever possible, you always donate in the office, okay, or you can for a specific purpose. You can donate for puja, you can donate for annadanam, you can donate for goshala, like, but always you try to donate uh, in the office and get a receipt. Then 100% will go to the temple. And then, like, minimum what you can do is you can put a standing instruction, 5,000 rupees every month, transfer to a charity of your choice. And of course, doesn't mean you have to do only one of them. You can do all of them. Like 5,000, you can put a standing instruction for charity, and then you can also go to the temple and donate. You can do everything. So this is Karma Yoga, right? This is where you start Karma Yoga. Starting Karma Yoga, the easiest way to start Karma Yoga is by Dhanam. Then, of course, we saw Yajna, Dana, Tapas, right? So all those things are there. But offering Dhanam is the way to start Karma Yoga. Any questions? Okay. Now, meditation we have already dealt with in detail. I'll repeat. So first is you get a mantra from a guru. If you don't have a guru yet, you pick up a mantra of your choice. And whenever you wake up, chant the mantra. Before breakfast, do your daily puja, chanting, meditation. We dealt with in detail how to do all these things. And then before eating anything, offer it to the Lord, chant your mantra 2-3 times, then you eat. And whenever you are doing any work that does not need your full attention, then those free cycles, you fill it up with chanting your mantra. And before dinner, do your daily puja, chanting, meditation, then only have dinner. And before going to sleep, chant your mantra. So this is the what you should be doing as dhyana yoga. And if you say this is too much, then minimum is this much you do minimum. Before your first solid food of the day, chant your mantra for 10 minutes. Right? It's okay, you have coffee, tea before, no problem. But before you have your first solid food of the day, maybe breakfast, maybe brunch, doesn't matter. Before your first solid food, chant your mantra, sit and chant for at least 10 minutes. Then you have your food. This much minimum you should do. But this is also not very difficult. You just have to remember, it's okay. Initially, you might miss a few times, but then finally, if you are able to settle into this routine, then that is the best. This is called Dhyana Yoga. And then Jnana Yoga. So what is the best way? Like, you can get this book. This is a very good book, right? This book has chapter summaries, the entire summary of the Gita, and then every shloka there is word by word meaning, and then additional notes. Like, so much is there, and a very good index is also there. So this is a very good book. And what you do, like, every day chant loudly 20 shlokas of the Gita. So what you do is you pick up 20 shlokas, and the same set of 20 shlokas chant every day for 1 week. After 1 week, switch to the next set of 20 shlokas. You keep doing that, right? And then study the meaning of 5 shlokas of the Gita every day. So these 20 shlokas you have selected for the week. And what you can do is, out of these 20 shlokas, every day you pick up 5 shlokas. Of them, you study the meaning. So that way, in 1 week, roughly, you will cover all the 20 shlokas, the meanings also. Right? You can go in detail 4 or 5 shlokas if you take that you can cover. So that way, in 1 year, you'll be able to cover the entire Gita. Right? Now chant loudly some stotra, sukta, or Upanishad. So along with the Gita, you pick up something, right? Some stotra, it will be good if you can. It can be in your own mother tongue, right? If you are Gujarati or Punjabi or Tamil or Telugu, Malayalam, you can pick up some stotra in your mother tongue or some suktam, some Upanishad, right? And then you chant that also. So along with the Gita, you study something else also. And then read 10 pages of a spiritual book. It can be any spiritual book, 10 pages you read. This book itself can be used for that purpose also, because it has got, as I told you, the summary of the entire Gita is there and every chapter summary is there. So those sections you can use for your daily 10-page spiritual study. And then listen to a spiritual lecture for 30 minutes. And this 30 minutes need not be exclusive. You can do along with your cooking, walking, gym, or whatever. Along with some other physical activity, you can keep listening. But 30 minutes, if you listen to a spiritual lecture every day, that will be good. So there are so many popular pravachakas, right? Swami Sarva Priyananda, Atma Priyananda, and even Dushyant Sridhar, Dr. Venkatesh, or like in Telugu, you have Chagandi. Like, so there are so many people who are there in different languages and in English also. And a lot of lectures are available on YouTube. Whichever you like, you pick up and keep listening. But half an hour every day minimum, it will be good to listen to a spiritual lecture. Now, if this is too much, minimum you do 2 pages you read and 2 shlokas you study. At least this much you can do minimum. But it will be good. This is also not very demanding. You can chanting and studying the meaning might take maybe maximum half an hour, right? All these things like 20 shlokas, 5 shlokas, and reading 10 pages might take half an hour. And then another half an hour spiritual lecture. So 1 hour a day we can spend on Jnana Yoga, that will be good. Yeah, so any questions?
Yeah, I just want to ask you about the Upanishad thing. So, what would you suggest for a beginner to start with? Which Upanishads to start?
Yeah, you can start with the thing, Mundaka Upanishad, then Kena Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, or even just Katha Upanishad should be fine. Like Katha Upanishad, if you
Okay.
study,
Hmm.
that should be pretty good.
Okay.
You can take
Thanks.
Chinmayananda or Tejomayananda. So basically, like Chinmaya mission, Ramakrishna mission, you just
Hmm.
stick to one of these two. That should be pretty good. Options are available, and you can pick up a
Okay.
translation and you can read.
Okay.
Now, this Arshavidya Gurukulam also, they are also publishing some good books. And Divine Life Society is there. That is also good. Yeah. Chinmaya Mission, Ramakrishna Mission, Divine Life Society. These three, you can pick up any book from these three organizations. It'll be authentic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so and as I told you, like whatever the contents of this series published as a book, if you go to practicalphilosophy.in, you can find the link to the book Essence of the Bhagavad Gita for Modern Minds, and you can download the book as PDF form from there, or you can buy the book on Amazon or Notion Press. Like, so all the details are given in that page. You can buy or you can download and you can go through it. So that way, like whatever, it's basically like almost like a class notes of this entire classes you have been attending. So it's a textbook for based on this course only. So you can buy that and you can keep it as your refresher for this course. It's available on Amazon. Link is there in the website. Fine. So now what we will do is, I thought I'll give you some selected shlokas from Bhakti Yoga, which will be good to go through. So you get a taste of how it looks like. Right? Or is there any question that any of you want to ask? That any of you want to discuss? Okay, there are no questions, then we'll... Okay. So what is bhakti, right? What is bhakti, if we ask? So we have seen that when we consider ourselves as individuals, then the corresponding context at the universal level is what is Ishvara, and the relationship is what is called as bhakti. So bhakti is the relationship of the individual to the universal. The relationship of the individual to the universal. Now, suppose if I consider myself as a living being on earth, then Bhumi Mata becomes the universal, and my relationship with Bhumi Mata becomes bhakti. Or if I say I am a citizen of India, then Bharat Mata becomes a universal, and my emotional relationship, my love towards Bharat Mata is bhakti. So similarly, like if someone is seeking wealth, then Lakshmi. If you want knowledge, Saraswati. So like that, whatever you want as an individual, when you identify yourself as an individual, the corresponding universal is Ishvara, God, and the relationship between the individual and the universal, the emotional relationship, is called bhakti. And you, beyond every context, you consider yourself as an individual, then you have your Ishta Devata, Lord, form of Lord, whichever you like, you relate to, and that would be like you can have a single form towards which you can have relationship, which will get deeper, right? And if you consider yourself as pure consciousness, then Ishvara is also consciousness. So that is the highest form of bhakti. So this is what we have seen. Now, let us go through a few shlokas related to bhakti from the Gita. This shloka we have already seen. Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Shayastitaha Ahamadischa Madhyamcha Bhutanam Anta Evacha. So the Lord is the innermost consciousness in all living beings, referred to as I. So the Lord is the consciousness in all living beings is Ishvara. And also the Lord is the material cause of this universe. So this entire universe, whatever we see, a manifestation of the Lord only. Just like ornaments made of gold, this entire universe is made of Ishvara only. And just like ornaments arise from gold, exist in gold, and go back to gold when we melt them, similarly, this entire universe comes from God, exists in God, and goes back to God. So there is nothing other than Ishvara that exists. Ishvara is everything, right? And at a personal level, this also we have seen. Bhuktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhrudam sarva bhutanam nyatva shantim richati. Right? So the Lord is the omniscient and omnipotent, omnipresent entity. He is the real beneficiary of all our activities. And he is omnipotent. He is the Lord of the worlds, like he is the supreme power. And he is compassionate. He is the real well-wisher of all living beings for their spiritual development. So now if we know that the Lord is there, he is omniscient, he knows everything, I don't need to even tell him. He is omnipotent, he is capable of everything, and everything that happens in this world is by his will, and he is the most compassionate person in this entire universe. He is a real friend of me. Once we have this idea of Ishvara, then naturally we become peaceful. There is nothing for us to worry about. The Lord is taking care of everything. And also there can be only one such a Lord. Right? Now, the Lord also comes into this world. He incarnates whenever needed. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanama dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Right? So whenever there is dharma, whenever there's a decline in dharma, when people lose faith in the goodness of this universe, and when adharma raises its head, right, then he says, whenever this happens, tadatmanam srijamyaham, I embody myself, he says. For what? Abhyuttanama dharmasya, right? Like, so basically, like when dharma's glani happens and when adharma starts raising up, then paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So he says paritranaya sadhunam, to protect the noble people, vinashaya cha dushkritam, to destroy the evil people, the evil doers, evil. So always Gita will use, when it comes to good people, it will say sadhu, it will brand people as good. But whenever it talks about bad, it will always say people who do bad things. Like basically everyone is good, but there are some people who do bad things. So it always, it chastises the action and not the person. That's what you can see in the Gita throughout. Wherever this idea of good and bad is there, it will always say there is a bad act, bad behavior, people who do bad things, people who behave badly. Only that is how it will tell. It will always blame only the action and behavior and never the person. But when it comes to talking about good people, it will say sadhu. Good, right? So there's a very beautiful outlook that Gita has towards good and bad, right? People are good, but sometimes they do bad things. That's what Gita says. So it says dushkritam, people who do bad things. So it will destroy, vinashaya cha dushkritam. The Lord will stop them from doing bad things, right? What do you mean by destruction of evildoer? It means destruction of the evil that they are doing, right? The people will be there because the people are good, but the Lord will destroy the evil that makes them do evil things, and the Lord will make the person better. That's what he says. So paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya, to establish dharma, which means what? To re-establish the faith that people have in goodness, right? The faith in goodness, the Lord will re-establish it. For this, he says, Sambhavami yuge yuge. I come again and again in every age. So yuge yuge also means deshe deshe. In different countries, different cultures, across everywhere, I come and teach that particular culture, that particular age, whatever is important, whatever they need to follow, I teach. So it's the same God who comes in different cultures, different countries, and gives teaching specific to that particular culture. So we are not against other religions. We say, in your religion, the Lord came and taught you something in your culture, you follow that. In our religion, in our country, the Lord came, he taught something to us, we will follow this. You don't disturb us, we will not disturb you. You follow what the Lord came and told you, we will follow what the Lord came and told us. We have no problem. Problems come only when other religions start coming and trying to convert us, right? They try to, the Lord has told something, he has come into their society and he has told something to them. Now that is for them. Now that they should not take that and go and convert the entire world. That is not correct, right? The Lord came to your society, he told you something, you follow it. That's all. The Lord came to our society, he came and he told something and we will follow it. So there is no problem. So this is the idea here, right? This is the teaching of the Gita. You follow your religion, you follow what the Lord came and told you, and let other countries follow their religion, what the same Lord went and incarnated in their society. He taught them some things, let them follow that. Now, teachings are specific to countries, societies, cultures, and you don't need to go and start converting rest of the world. That is not the Lord's intention. That is why he comes in every society. Right? Good. And whenever the Lord comes, he leaves behind a huge legacy, right? When Rama came, the Lord came as Rama, the name is there, Ram Nama is there, right? Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The Ram Nam has given solace to so many people. The form of Rama is there for worship. And then the story of Rama is there. So many festivals related to Rama. Ram Navami, Dashara, Deepavali, all those festivals are there. So many places of pilgrimage, starting from Chitrakoot, Naimisharanya, Ayodhya, Rameshwaram, Kishkinda, like so many places of pilgrimages related to Rama. And a spiritual path in the name of Rama, right? Rampant. And teachings of Rama is there in the Ramayana. And there's a spiritual lineage of gurus and in the name of Rama. So many things, like so many stories, dance, drama, bhajans, poetry, literature. So much is there in the name of Rama. So one spiritual in one incarnation and like change the entire cultural fabric of this country, right? Now that is the power of incarnation. And he came as Krishna, another huge revolution. So many festivals, pilgrimages, right? Like bhajans, drama, painting, sculpture, dances, so many things, right? Like are there. So spiritual, these incarnations create cultural revolutions, spiritual revolutions, and that's what they come for, right? And they rejuvenate the entire society. And we saw the types of devotees, Chaturvida bhajante mam, janaha sukritinarjuna, artho jignasurartharthi, jnani cha bharatarshabha. So there are 4 types of devotees, right? They are all virtuous people. And who are they? They are arthaha. Arthaha is the distressed person. Jignasu is a seeker of knowledge. Then artharthi, the seeker of enjoyment. And jnani, the wise person. So all these people worship the Lord. The Lord says, no problem. Whatever you want, come to the Lord, worship. And over a period of time, the person will spiritually evolve and things will become different. So it is not wrong to, like if you want a promotion, okay, you promise to Tirupati Balaji that, okay, if I get this promotion, then I will come and I will put 2,000 rupees into the donation box. Now, it is not wrong to worship the Lord like that. It's called Artharthi. He says, yes, that is fine. Or if you have a health issue, you say, if this becomes resolved, then I will climb up the steps to Tirupati and I will offer my hair. Yes, the Lord says, yes, no problem. That's called Artha Bhakti. So the Lord is fine with all these. And then slowly you will become also a Jignasu, where you will seek knowledge. And finally you will become a Jnani. Right? So all these devotions are acceptable to the Lord. Right? We saw this slide, right? Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani, right? The various attitudes towards the Lord. And then this shloka, yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah shraddhayarchitum ichchati tasya tasya achalam shraddham tameva vidadamyaham. The Lord says, whichever devotee wants to worship through whichever form, doesn't matter, as long as he is worshipping with faith, I respond to that worship and I make that faith unwavering. So yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah. So if you yaha yaha, so whichever person, yam yam, right, through whichever way, tanum, through whichever form, bhaktah, the devotee, shraddhaya, with faith, architum ichchati, wants to worship. Tasya tasya, to those people, of those people, achalam shraddham, the unshaking faith, tam eva vidadami aham, I will give. Right? So if you worship the Lord as Rama, the Lord will respond back as Rama. If you worship the Lord as Shiva, the Lord will respond back as Shiva. So he responds back through the same way as you worship him, and thereby he makes the faith of the devotee achalam, unwavering. Right? So basically, like, you can worship the Lord through any name, form, or ritual. The Lord knows that you are worshipping him, so he will respond back. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabha sadureva samantavyah samyak vyavasito hisaha. So sudurachara, right? Again, if you see, achara means behavior. Durachara means bad behavior or evil behavior. Sudurachara means very, very evil behavior. And he says, apichet suduracharaha, even if a person who has got very bad and evil behavior, bhajate mam ananyabhag, if he worships me with one-pointed devotion, sadureva samantavyah samyak vyavasito hi saha, he must be considered as a noble person because he has taken the right resolution. He has decided, okay, I have been following evil paths so far. Now I want to come to the Lord. I want to worship him. Suppose if a person decides, he says he should be considered as a noble person because his direction has changed. The direction is more important, right? So now what is unacceptable behavior? What is sudurachara? Like, it can be like selfishness. A person might be selfish, dishonest, cruel, without self-discipline. Or a person might not have a refined culture. So in both the cases, if the moment a person starts worshipping the Lord, it will become fine. It will become fixed. That's what he says. And what will happen to that person? Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktah pranashyati. He says soon that person will become a noble person, right? Kshipram means very soon. Bhavati, he will become. Dharmatma, he will become a Dharmatma very soon. He will become a noble person. And Shashvat Shantim Nigachati. Very soon he will attain eternal peace also. He will attain peace of mind. And once people attain peace of mind, they won't disturb others. They will not do bad things. Right? So he'll start following Dharma, and also the core problem of not having peace also will get resolved. So he'll become a very good person. Then Krishna says, Kaunteya, hey Arjuna, Pratijanihi, like pronounce to this world, declare to the world, Name Bhaktah Pranashyati, my devotee does not perish. Right? So the Lord asks Arjuna to go and declare in the world that the devotee of the Lord does not perish. Right? So the devotee will get everything, dharma, peace, and immortality also. Right? So everything will happen. Now, so when you say becoming a devotee of the Lord, what does it mean by becoming devotee of the Lord? Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So the Lord says, you meditate upon me and you don't consider me as different from the living beings, and you serve all the living beings. Worship me in all living beings, right? So, considering that this entire universe and all the living beings are manifestations of God, manifestations of Ishvara, right? Ananyas chintayanto mam e janaha paryupasate. Those who worship me, right? By service. Because moment you say like Ananyas Chintayanto, and you say like the world is not different from the Lord, then automatically worship becomes service. Service is what is worship. Now, when a person does that, Tesham Nitya Abhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. So to them, I will provide everything, he says. Because these people are busy engaging in serving the world. To such people, I will provide whatever they need. So you don't worry about yourself. You forget your needs and you go and serve the world. Serve the people in the world. And for such people who don't take care of themselves and who go and serve the world, I personally take care of them. That's what he says. Right? And Vivekananda calls it as Shivajnane Jiva Seva. Right? Knowing that the living beings are not different from the Lord, you serve the living beings. Right? In Tamil, you say Makkal Sevaye Mahesan Sevai. Right? Like the serving people is serving God. That is the crux of the whole Gita. And you see the Lord everywhere. Sarva Bhuta Stitam Yomam Bhajati Ekatvam Astitaha Sarvatha Vartamanopi Sayogi Mayi Vartate. So he who worships me as seated in all living beings, who is established in the unity between the self and me, whatever manner he lives in me only. So the moment you see that this entire universe is a manifestation of the Lord, then everything that we do becomes a worship of the Lord. And that is what Gita recommends. Right? See this entire universe as nothing but manifestation of the Lord. So every work that we do is an offering to the Lord. Right? It may be working towards the family, towards profession, social service, doesn't matter. Everything is spiritual sadhana because this it is the Lord who has become this entire universe. Yeah, so this is the idea of bhakti in Gita, right? Bhakti in the Gita is like it includes puja also, right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam, right? You offer some flowers, offer some fruits, offer some leaves. So, but that is only preliminary. Gita says real bhakti is seeing the Lord in all living beings and serving the living beings in all ways. That is called bhakti. Okay. Any questions?
So this is one question which comes that since you're saying see the Lord in all living beings, right?
Hmm.
But if you know that okay, so and so person is, say, for example, a narcissist or a person who keeps scheming things, or how
Hmm.
does one reconcile with such people around us? And I mean, what should be your approach?
Yeah, like see, if you look at the animal world, there are some tigers, there are some venomous snakes, right? And there are some deers and peacocks. This world will contain all kinds of things, right? That is the nature of the world. But every living being is a living being, right? So loving a tiger does not mean you go and hug the tiger and you become its food. No. Loving a tiger means let the tiger lead its own life and you don't hate it, right? Let it do, like it has its own way, its own belief system. So as a person does something bad because they believe something bad, right? Everyone, the way we saw, no, everyone thinks they are doing the right thing. Even if you go, whomever, if you see someone doing something completely like destructive, if you go and ask him why are you doing this, he will have a reason for that. He's just he is convinced that whatever he is doing is the right thing to do. That is why he is doing it, right? So
That's right. That's right.
so basically, like you have to protect yourself and you have to ensure the rule of law operates, but you don't need to hate people.
Hmm. So, sir, it might be a little off the
Hmm.
topic, but I just want to ask you, like, there are people who you come across who are, I know everything and, don't tell me. And yet
Hmm.
unfortunately, they may be a part of the family, so you have to interact with them. So, I mean, the best would be to just keep away from such people, I think so. But then,
See, hmm.
yeah, but
Please.
then the virtue of being in the same community, or that keeps you, that you have to interact. And if I was wanting to seek more clarification. What should be your internal dialogue, or how should you keep yourself, not get disturbed by such?
See, from some people you learn how to be. From some people you learn how not to be. Okay. You learn your lesson from some people in your life will be positive examples. Some people in your life will be negative examples. From them, you learn how not to be. And you have no obligation to correct everyone. Okay. You have no obligation towards others unless, of course, they are minor children under your care. Right. See, when your child is 6 years old, if the child does something stupid in school, they will call you. The school will call you and they will say, like, your child did this. Like, so which means what? You are responsible for the child's behavior. But moment the child has gone to college and beyond that, if the child does something stupid, they will call the child and tell. They will. not call you. They might only tell you like, didn't you advise this child? If you say, yes, I have been advising, but he's not listening, now no one will hold you any more responsible than that. Understand? So even if it is your own younger brother or younger sister, or maybe even parents, or maybe adult children, as long as you have done your best in trying to put some good words into their ears, now if they do still something stupid, the police will not come and arrest you if they do something stupid, right?
Yeah.
You have no obligation to them. Understand? So unnecessarily, why do you want to take up obligation? You think, why do you want to take up responsibility? You have no responsibility to them. If they are close to you, you have the responsibility to just tell once or twice. Beyond that, if they don't listen, then you are not responsible to them, right? So don't unnecessarily beat yourself. Okay.
Right.
Tell once or twice. If they don't listen, then it is their life, their problem. So you have no responsibility anymore.
Right. Right.
Good. So in your heart, there should not be any hatred towards anyone. That you have to ensure. Right? How much ever bad a person is, how much ever bad the behavior of a person is, hatred should not be there in your heart.
Right.
Just pray for them. Say, oh Lord, unfortunate people, give them good understanding. That's all. They have durbuddhi. Please give them the good buddhi. Subuddhi, you give them. That you pray to the Lord.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Sir, based on this, I also have a question.
Hmm.
Let's say the person involving is your parent. Like I had an experience where my mother fell very sick with typhoid. Oh, I knew she had to be admitted in the hospital and she should take treatment and get the IV and be, and the doctors were working around her saying that you need here. Now, every single day she was literally eating everybody's head up and saying, I want to go home. So what ended up happening is physically it was very exhausting for I'm a single parent, so very exhausting for me. But I had to take her, bring her back. It means take her, give her IV line, bring her back, take her. Same thing for 3 4 days in a row and not listening. It was a drama actually. How do you actually tackle this when you know you're responsible for your parent and they are looking at you for, that my daughter will help me, but it's exhausting and draining you, and you know what they're doing is wrong. It's just that they're behaving like a child at that age.
See, one thing is typhoid. I have been through typhoid and I have been through delirium during typhoid. Probably your mother was into delirium, right? And
Does this all the time, sir? It's
no,
not.
no. Actually, she might not even know what she's doing. She might not even have, like, she would have talked complete nonsense because of the fever itself.
Me. Yes, sir.
And you don't need to listen to that.
And then day to day, sir, because I know my mother's got a little narcissistic tendencies.
It's
So
okay. Everyone has, right?
yeah. So we don't have to listen if they are being unreasonable, basically.
No, you don't need to.
Okay. Okay.
See, that's what, like, see, you need to decide what is right and you need to do it. That's all. Okay. You don't need to obey anyone. Prahlada did not obey his father, but he did not scold his father also. Right? You have to be polite, you have to be respectful, but you don't need to obey. Understand?
Okay. Right. Right, sir.
You have to be polite, hear them out, but you don't need to listen to them. Understand?
Okay.
Whatever they say, hear them out and do whatever you want to do. That's all. Be polite, be respectful, but you don't need to be obedient.
Right, sir.
Right.
I understand.
That's why our scriptures give so many examples. Prahalada did not listen to his father. Whatever his father says, he will say no. But then he was very, very respectful. He will go and bow down to his father, right? He will do everything, but not obey. He will not obey him. That's okay. Same thing, Vibhishana also. Never obeyed Ravana. Younger brother, he was Ravana's elder brother, but he knew whatever Ravana was thinking was wrong. Whatever he was doing was wrong. So Vibhishana did not obey Ravana, but still he respected Ravana, talked to him properly, in spite of Ravana talking all kinds of nonsense. But Vibhishana was always respectful to him, right? But never obeyed. Understand?
Yes, sir.
There are so many such examples, right? Even Mahabali. Mahabali, like when his guru said, like, don't obey this Vamana. Mahabali said, like, no, I have given my word. I will go. He was totally respectful to his guru, but disobeyed his guru, which is fine, which is acceptable. So your obligation is not to obey anyone. Your obligation is to do whatever you think is right. That is your obligation. At any point of time, you have the obligation to do what you think is right. But that does not mean you should disrespect others and hurt others by words. Now, that is not acceptable.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, just a continuity of this. We keep saying na ki we have this, I don't know, I used to have it, now it's lesser. This internal dialogue ki if somebody has misbehaved, you don't want to, the internal dialogue is tit for tat kind of dialogue. I don't know. How do you stop this dialogue? Because I know it is wrong, as you're saying. But
see, whatever happens in your life is because of your own past karma. The person who is delivering is only a postman. What will they do? Understand? See, suppose you are walking under a tree, one branch of the tree breaks and falls on you, on your hand. Will you go and cut the tree? What will it say? Oh, this is my karma. Same thing with people also.
Okay.
You don't get anything other than whatever you deserve. Fine. If you deserve something bad, you will get it. It might be through this person or that person or another person. Don't blame the person for it.
Right.
Understand? It is your karma. You are getting it. Why do you blame someone else for that?
Right.
What you have to face, you will face. That's all.
Got it.
Suppose a postman is delivering you a post which says you did some wrong parking and then because of that there is a traffic fine. Do you go and fight with the postman? I did not park it there. Oh yeah, how come you are issuing a fine for me? Do you go and fight with the postman?
Yeah, we see some battles, we just leave them, like the tree one or the postman one. We say this is beyond me, so you leave it. And when you have this one-on-one, we don't do this internal. That's what I wanted to ask you.
That's what, like, you have to understand that this is also by karma only. You have to think and you have to change yourself.
Got it.
See, you don't go and fight with the postman who issued a traffic ticket, right? If you have any contention, you go to the court, go to the right channel. Don't fight with the postman.
Yeah. Right, so thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Sugandhi, you wanted to say something?
No, the same thing only. But see, we understand all these things, but when the situation comes, we just react immediately.
So that is why meditation is important. We saw, no, what is the first purpose of meditation? To reprogram your subconscious mind, right? Because when the situation comes, you act according to your subconscious mind. So you have to put in the effort to reprogram your subconscious mind. So you have to read good books, you have to listen to good lectures, you have to do meditation to absorb all these things into your subconscious mind. You have to do all that. Like, you have to do work. You have to work on it. Otherwise, it will not happen.
Yeah.
You have to introspect. Now that you know all the theory, you have to introspect on your past actions, everything, and you have to reprogram your subconscious mind to align to the new understanding that you have. Then next time when such a situation comes, then your subconscious mind will act correctly. Good. Any other questions? Okay, so we will. So they this solar people, they wanted some testimonials from you. I think you might have got a WhatsApp message also, right, and email also. Did you get? Did you? Oh, you did not get, is it? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. I had given it before, so the new
Okay.
batch.
Okay, so you already given. So others, did you get the email or WhatsApp message asking for testimonial?
No, I didn't get still.
You didn't get. Okay. So basically what they want is they want you to record a short, maybe some 20-30 seconds, or maybe you, if you want, you can record longer also. But even if you record some 30 seconds, that should be more than enough. On your phone only, you can record, and you can record a video on your phone, a selfie video, and then you can send it to them. So they said, like, if that is too difficult for people, then we can do it now also. So what I can do is I can stop this recording and then start recording for each of you, and then you can turn on your camera and you can tell whatever you want to tell, and I can stop the recording. So there'll be independent clips which they can use. So do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it on your own later?
Instead of a video, can I write and send? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can send that also. You can write and send also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer to do it later.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Fine. Okay. So I think we will end the class today. If there is no more questions, we can finish. So I hope you all enjoyed these classes, and yeah, you can visit the website, and you can, lot of articles are there. You can go through them also. Yeah. Any last stop the class?
Sir,
Okay.
my last this thing is ki I have attended it. This is almost, I think, third time I'm attending, and each time you revisit a thing, there's more clarity, and that's why I think I would just tell those who are in the current batch to listen again to the recordings and all, because at that time you're absorbing a lot, and then second time you understand it, third time. So the recordings that are shared are also very precious. And it's always wonderful, sir, because each time you attend, you just like the class comes up with new questions and things like that. So it's very interesting each time. So it's very nice. So thank you so much for all that you do, and it really helps us. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Like I learned from my teachers, and I'm passing down whatever I learned. Right. So good. Yeah. Good to know
Thank you.
that it's good. Yeah. Fine. So we'll chant. Anyone else wants to say anything? Okay. So we'll chant Om Shanti Shanti and we'll end. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu. Yeah. Thank you, all of you. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.